Morning everybody. There's a lot of anticipation and interest at the moment running through both Royal Enfield land and also the mainstream bike press regarding the launch of the new Himalayan 450. So off the back of that one, I thought let's give my 410 a review. I've had it 4 years now, so I should know the bike. So I thought I'd have a chat with you guys about what I think about it. But yes, a very, very competent motorcycle is the Himalayan. They're running 24.5 horsepower, which on paper you wouldn't think it would pull the skin off a rice pudding, but when you actually ride it, it's a long stroke engine. So basically you're riding these things on the torque curve, much the same you would a Harley or a big V-twin. You don't need to rev them out. They don't particularly like being revved out, so yeah, they're quite a misleading bike. The only thing I would say is when you're on the main roads overtaking, you really need to pick your moments, or as I do when I'm on this, I just sit in the traffic flow. I mean, our roads nowadays, come on, I couldn't use my KTM. I couldn't use it at all. It was everything's bimbling along on the A roads at 50 mile an hour. There's so much traffic. A lot of the roads are locked down to 50. So legally you can't open these big bikes up. So the Hemi, I'd say, if you're not in a hurry, it's perfectly suitable. So I've got second gear hook now. You can see it on the speedo there, number 2 in the left hand corner. That's all you need. Then I'll take it down to walking pace and show you what these things can do. So there you go. I'm doing about 5 mile an hour now. So that's the long stroke engine doing its thing, basically. Torquey and flexible. So there you go. Oh, that's something wash away there. The track's been washed away. Right, so once we get a clear bit, I'll give it some beans. Standing position on the bike, brilliant for me. I'm 6'2", and I don't have a problem. A lot of guys fit bar risers to them, so they're just a little bit more comfortable, but I think I must have long arms because I haven't got a problem. I'm more than comfortable. I could ride for a fair old while, just stood up on the pegs. Right, let's show you how just how torquey and long-legged this engine is. Second gear, so we were crawling along at around about 4 or 5 mile an hour. So here we go. So I'll get some puddles now. That's a good straight bit. Try not to fall off. There we go. Well, that's 30 mile an hour now, and the engine's just plopping along, so yeah. I don't know if you can see the storm clouds over in the distance, but it's thundering. I can hear it. So I'm going to go in the opposite direction. What was that going up in there then? It was a bloody big squirrel, if it was a squirrel. and we'll be back out onto the main road in a minute. A lot of people put these cams in, they mess around with the gearing, obviously to get the best out of having a little bit of extra performance, and messing the gearing up, well, I don't know if it's the best thing. I like my little 0 to 30, well, my 3 mile an hour to 30 second gear. Well, if you had a bigger sprocket, you probably wouldn't get that. I stand corrected though, if you can. So there you go, 50 mile an hour, roads like this, not an issue. They'll creep up, get it up to 60, go along all day like this, no problem. 4,500 revs. Like I say, if you open the throttle at 55, 60 to do an overtake, you're limited. You're limited to the power you've got available, but if you're taking your time, you're in no hurry, and I'm not nowadays. Doesn't matter, does it? I think I'm going to get wet later on. Those clouds are heading this way. So do I make a decision now? Do I go home and stay dry, or shall I turn left when we get into Rawton and I'll take you out to Silbury Hill, Avebury and Silbury Hill? I do like Avebury. I'm going to make a prediction for these bikes. I think when the 450 comes out, if that's as good as they say it's going to be, and they priced it right, I think these 410s, the price will go through the floor. So I think you'll be in for a good chance of picking one of these up, which I think are absolutely brilliant, for really good money. Coming up to one of my favourite bends now, left-hand sweeper, and I'm going to see if this Himalayan go around this at the same speed as the DE 800 V-Strom did the other day. Because bearing in mind I'm on full knobblies, so let's see how the old Himi takes this. Here we go, tip it in. What? Foot dragging. Yes! Lovely. So we should be coming into Avebury in a bit. I love Avebury. It's all these ancient Neolithic sites. I don't know what it is, but they just calm me. One of my favourite, well, one of them. Well, I had two really bizarre experiences. One was in Westcott at Longbarrow. That was a bit strange. I'll talk about that another time. And at Stonehenge as well. That was bizarre at Stonehenge. But yeah, we'll talk about that on another vlog. Get around this bend and you normally have a lot of people, a lot of tourists walking all over the place in the summer. I don't think there'll be many out today, but there's the outer ramparts, if you want to call them ramparts, or the outer ditch, and there's your stones at the start of them. And this road runs straight through the middle of it all. And you've got a pub, so you can, unlike Stonehenge that's all cordoned off, and you can actually sit in the middle of this place and have fish and chips and a cider, the Red Lion. And there's the stones, look, we're coming through the middle. And I think Avebury's only a couple of hundred years younger than Stonehenge, so they're on the... He thought that was funny, that guy in that car. Really, they're more or less on the same level. Fascinating stuff.